Welcome back. Told you, Leaf fans. Have a little faith. Don't panic. Don't panic. All right. I didn't wear my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy jersey because it's a younger crowd, so they probably wouldn't get it. It says don't panic right on the side. But anyways, what is the thumbs up for? Anyways, so we're going to start off with Detroit and the New York Rangers. This was, what a game. What an amazing turnaround by the Red Wings in this game. It'll be interesting to see if they build up some momentum from this. So it was Nedeljkovic versus Halak. Zarnik's denied on an Ernie feed. So Austin Zarnik being brought up. I thought he played well today. Rangers get zone time, but they're kept to the outside. I thought Detroit's defense was very good in this one. Gauthier has a rush chance that's held. The Rangers get a power play. The Red Wings kill that off. The Rangers' power play is pretty lethal, so it didn't get a lot of action today because I think Detroit understands that. Wings then get a power play. Kubalik's denied. Post for Perron. That's killed off. Rangers press at 8 minutes. Trocheck's denied from the slot, but then at 9:14 on a good cycle and buried, Kaapo Kakko gets a goal from Kreider and Trouba. Rangers press for another. Hronek had a shot that was kicked aside. The Rangers then rushed the other way. Wings press with 7.5 minutes left. Kreider then had a rush chance. That was saved. With 4:09 left in the period, the Rangers get a power play and they score on it. It's Zibanejad from Panarin and Fox at 16:56. It was a one-timer on a cycle, and watching this, I thought, okay, so the Rangers are going to win this. All right, well, you know, the Wings are giving it a good fight. They were getting a lot of chances, just not able to bury it. 2:30 left, the Wings get a power play. Raymond is robbed. Halak holds on to that. Perron fires one high. That's killed off. So we go to the second period with the Rangers up 2-0. Schneider fires one high from in close. Matt Luff ends up scoring from Sherratt and Sider at 2:56. He tipped the point shot. No chance on that one for Jaro Halak. Shots are 5-3 for the Wings at 7.5 minutes. The Rangers press at 8 minutes. But then on a bit of a rush opportunity and on a rebound, it's buried by Pius Suter. He scores from Hronek and Larkin at 8:37, and that quieted the crowd down a bit because suddenly it's tied at 2. So the Rangers press, but they end up taking a penalty during that press. Larkin has a shot deflect high. Shorthanded VC rush kills that off. The Wings had a 2-on-1. That was defended. Soderblom has a rush chance that's held. We get some pushing. The Rangers press. They can't get to the net. Then the Rangers press again with 2 minutes, or the Wings press with 2 minutes left. It was really an exchange of momentum throughout that second period. So we go to the third with the score tied at 2. So in the third period, really good road period played by Detroit in this one. The Rangers line juggling. Rasmussen has a rush chance that's defended. Panarin with a net feed, that's blocked out. And the Wings were giving up shots, but not a lot of dangerous shots right in front of the net. Nedeljkovic's numbers coming into this game were not great, so it felt like Detroit was doing a good job protecting the net. Kubalik has a rush shot that's held. The shots are 3 apiece at 5 minutes. VC had a fast break shot. That was held. Schneider has a chance that's saved. That one deflected out of play as well. The Wings, again, continuing with the strong defense. Lindstrom then had a shot deflect high. Heavy press by the Rangers with 4.5 minutes left, but not a lot in terms of really good scoring opportunities. So they had a lot of play in close, but Detroit lifting sticks, making sure they don't take penalties, and doing a good job of keeping him to the outside for the most part. And then in the final minute, Hronek was denied. He was seen talking to himself and shaking his head on the bench after because, yeah, he probably should have buried it. But we go to overtime. Kopp defends a 2-on-1 for the Rangers. The Wings get a power play. Perron, an absolute beast, draws that power play, and then he's out on the power play. The fans during the power play called one on the Wings that the referee did not. And then Kubalik scores on that power play from Sider and Perron at 2:43. The Red Wings go into New York and beat them 3-2 in overtime. Detroit goes to 7-3-2 with the win. The Rangers drop to 6-4-3 with the loss. The shots, 14-11 Detroit in the first, 10-6 Detroit in the second, 12-8 Rangers in the third, and in the overtime, 4-0 Detroit. Final shots are 36-29 for the Wings. Power plays, Detroit goes 1 for 4. The Rangers go 1 for 2. The hits, 31-23 Rangers. Nedeljkovic saves 27 out of 29. Halak saves 33 out of 36. Might have been his best game as a Ranger. He did not come out of this one with the victory. So, moving on, Toronto. So the Leafs went into Carolina. And I saw a lot of people saying, well, no, the Leafs do bad on Sundays, or, well, the Leafs aren't going to win, and, well, it's Carolina, and, of course, you know, insert Zamboni driver joke here. Not really a joke today, though. So it was Shalgren versus Anderson, and again, Shalgren, Petrozelli, and a lot of talk about, what's going to happen. Well, Shalgren basically has to be wrapped in bubble wrap. You can't afford to have him getting hurt. But at this point, Toronto looks like they might be all right, depending on how long Samsonov and Matt and Murray are going to be out. Matthews has a rush chance saved early. There was an early press by the Canes as well. Shalgren holds during that. Burns has a shot that's blocked. More Canes pressure at 5 minutes. Yarncroke had a rush chance that was defended. Brody has a shot that's held. Canes get a power play and they score on it. And it's Nason, who's back in the NHL and looks like he's going to have a regular spot with Carolina after an excellent season in the AHL last year. He scores from Svechnikov and Burns at 8-11. And he put that one in off Shalgren. And it was not a fantastic goal. It's one that Shalgren probably should have been hugging the post on. But really, it's the only, if you want to call it an error, you can. That would be the only one that you can really point out with Shalgren today. The shots are 6-2 for Carolina at the half. So for anybody who felt like, well, Carolina's going to run them out of the building, the first half of the first period made it look like that was what was going to happen. Malgin has a net drive that saved the Leafs press. Malgin had a very good game for Toronto. Burns fires wide as the Canes press. The Canes had controlled most of the action to this point in the first period. The Leafs are swarmed on any zone entry. So anytime the Matthews, Marner, Tavares, any of the big names would bring the puck into the offensive zone, they had 2 or 3 red jerseys on them. Those reverse retros for the Canes look a lot like Devils jerseys on TV because the flags, you can't see them. They look like they're wearing Devils jerseys. So second period, Natchez has a rush chance that's saved. Shalgren holds with Tavo on the doorstep. Engvall is a net feed. That's tipped wide. Matthews Matthews had a shot blocked as the Leafs are pressing. Canes get a power play. That was killed off. Kampf had a rush chance that's held. The shots are 5-4 for Carolina at the half, but it's a closer period than the first because Toronto only had 4 shots in the first. Engvall has a rush chance that's saved, and now you have the Leafs starting to press. Leafs get a power play. There was a shorthanded near miss for Teravainen right in close. The power play's killed off, no shots generated, but the Leafs would still have a lot of the play in Carolina's end after that. Engvall's denied on a net drive. Malgin has a screenshot that's held. Kerfoot's denied. Lots of Leafs momentum. There's a press by the Leafs with 2 minutes left. Bunting couldn't bury one. And then it's Yarncroke that does. He scores from Engvall and Hall at 18:30. Good cycle. Buries it. I believe that's Justin Hall's first assist on the season. The Leafs then press for the lead. After 2 periods, it is 1-1 against all likelihoods, right? Third period, good early Canes forecheck. Burns has a shot that's held. Shalgren denies Burns as the Canes press. Malgin has a rush that's broken up. Slavin then blocks a Matthews shot. There's a near miss for Kotkaniemi. Shalgren holds there. The shots are 4-0 for Carolina at 7.5 minutes. So you just feel like, all right, well, eventually Carolina's going to break through and they're going to get that goal. They're going to win the game, but at least Toronto gave it a fight. Then Tavares scores from Marner and Robertson at 8:24. The interesting thing is, it was a one-timer. It was a great pass by Marner. It's not a civvy goal at all, but it was the first shot Toronto had since the Yarncroke goal at 18:30 of the second period. That's some smart shot selection right there. Kerfoot nearly adds another. Natchez is denied on a rush. The Leafs clear it out. Robertson then has a near miss on a 2-on-1. The Canes press with 4 minutes left, but puck goes the other way. Nylander on a net drive. Puck trickles through Freddie Anderson. He would really want that one back. Nylander with the goal from Matthews at 16:25. That makes it 3-1. With 2:17 left, the Canes call a timeout. The goalie had already been pulled at this stage to discuss things. Natchez is denied in close. That's about as close as Carolina gets to getting within a goal. As your final score is 3-1 in favor of Toronto, go to 7-4-2. So they're fine. Carolina 8-3-1 with the loss today. Again, the reverse retros, and I thought they look fine, but to me they look a lot like Devils jerseys. So the shots are 11-4 Carolina in the first, 12-8 Toronto in the second, 11-5 Carolina in the third. I don't know how many of those are grade A chances for Carolina in the third, but Shalgren played well. Final shots 30-21 Carolina. Power plays Toronto 0-for-1. Carolina 1-for-2. The hits were 25-17 for Carolina. Shalgren saves 29 out of 30. Freddie Anderson saved 19 out of 22. I know it says 21, but that's not right. He saved 18 out of 21. I get these straight from the app, and sometimes the app gives me the wrong numbers. It does happen. For instance, the app's still telling me Detroit was an 0 on the power play when I know they weren't, because the Kubalik goal was a power play goal, and it's still telling me it's Larkin's goal, and he doesn't even have an assist on it. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. There's just the one game tonight now. It's Florida and Anaheim. I know you guys are really excited for that video to post later where I just analyzed that game. I'm as excited to watch it as you people are to watch me review it. Everybody can decide whether or not that's sarcasm. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.